Welcome back to Pond House Garden. Today I am taking stock of my tomatoes and seeing how many are ripe, how many are yet to ripen inside the polytunnel. As many of you know, we're up here on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. We are zone 8B. Now things are going okay. We are now at the beginning of October and we are actually 6 degrees Celsius above normal temperatures. So the tomatoes are still going strong and I hope that that continues. That being said, we do have cooler nights now and moist nights, and we have dews in the morning here. So we now have powdery mildew that has started inside the polytunnel. So it's only a matter of time. It starts to spread from one plant to the next, from one leaf to the next, and it starts to hinder the tomatoes from ripening. So what we do is we take stock. Every weekend we get out here, we can up some more marinara, or this weekend we're going to make some canned canned ketchup, so that we can have some hot fries and ketchup through the winter time. And we'll probably get another round of marinara in within 2 weeks. After that, anything, if the plants aren't doing as well, and the powdery mildew is taking hold, we'll start to harvest the half-ripened tomatoes and take them inside to allow them to continue to ripen inside. And then we can still do our canning after that point. So today we are looking pretty good. Cherry tomatoes are still ripening up. Tons of cherry tomatoes above me, but I don't think you can see it behind me up here. We still have some big beefsteak going strong. We still have Early Girl, although she was not early this year. We have Early Girl still here. I think we have a couple Romas and a couple Heritages as well, a couple different plants that are still producing. So overall, we're still going strong. Now, last night as a very quick meal, we like to do this with our fresh tomatoes. If we've been working hard all day and we want to throw something together for dinner, but we want it to be healthy, we will cook up some roasted cherry tomatoes with garlic and honey, and it is delicious. So what I decided to do was videotape. Did I just date myself? I think I did. What we decided to do was film the process of making our dinner. And I take you through step by step on a quick weekday meal that's super healthy, and it's so flavorful. We use fresh garlic cloves, and a whole bunch of other ingredients you'll see. The only thing that I forgot to add last night was cut up fresh basil, which is the best on top of this delicious dinner. So usually I just take some leaves, some basil leaves, roll them up, and then just take scissors and chop them up over top of the tomatoes that's on top of the bread. The bread we used last night was an herbed bread, or some of you may know it as focaccia, but I always say that wrong. It might be focaccia, maybe that's better. But you can use any bread that is nice and thick and can be easily toasted. So without any further hesitation, let's start the process of making dinner. And that always starts with harvesting the tomatoes. All right, now all the tomatoes have been washed and destemmed, so it's time for the next step. So we're just gonna use one clove of garlic. We're just gonna cut the end off. If only you could see how we are actually shooting this right now. All right, very clumsy like, but just take that off, take the skin off. And we need to clean this one up. But I have one at the side. Where is it? Here it is. Right here, already done. And we're just gonna use this and grate the garlic. Just that one clove. Now you can buy pre-grated garlic, but I love it right out of my garden. Nice and tasty. All right, next what we're gonna do is we're going to half each of the tomatoes. So you wanna make sure that this stem is actually pointed sideways and you're gonna cut here. So you're just going to cut that way, and that way you expose all this juiciness inside. Again, we wanna take the stem side and we wanna roll it this way and just cut down the center like so. And we continue doing it for a few cups anyway of tomatoes. So I'm just preparing now my nonstick pan. I bought these at Costco. They're about 9 by 12. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of olive oil and a brush, and I'm going to make sure that I've coated the surface. Okay, bring your lightly oiled pan over here, and then we are going to dump all of these into here and put them upright, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. So now what we do is we just put the cut side up and we put them in a row, or as many rows as we can, because we'll be pouring some deliciousness on top in a moment. So just continue until you are done the entire pan. All right, so once you have all of your tomatoes cut, it's approximately 2 to 3 cups of tomatoes for a 9 by 12 pan. Then you want to turn and make the drizzle that you're going to put on top. So there's about 1/4 cup of olive oil here in this container. And to that, I'm going to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey. So you can just guess, or you can use a tablespoon measure. I'm just going to put that much, and then I'm going to put in some black pepper, and it can just be to your taste. Just going to add some pepper in there, and as well I'm going to add some salt. Again, just to flavor it, just to your taste. This is our grated garlic that we just grated a few minutes ago, and I'm just going to add that in there, and then I am going to mix it all around in this container. And you may have to actually warm it up in the microwave just a little bit to make sure that it's nice and thin for a good pour over top of each tomato. So now that I've had it in the microwave, just briefly, it's now nice and smooth and ready for the drizzle. So we just take it and start to drizzle on the corner. And make sure that you get a drizzle on every single top of the tomato. And now we put it in the oven and we cook it at 375 for 30 minutes. So when your machine goes bing, pull out the pan. In this case, we're going to use an herb bread and we are going to toast this. All right, so take your toasted bread, and then you just spoon on the juice and the tomatoes onto the bread, because the juice is super tasty. So put on however many you want. Of course, it's up to you. It's your slice of toasted bread. And then once you have enough on there, then you simply go in and sprinkle on your Parmesan cheese and enjoy. So that concludes my video for today. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments below. And as always, if you want to see more videos like this, just hit that little subscribe button. It's all free, and you get to see more videos just like this, or you can request future videos, and I'll make sure that I can put something together for you that you find informative and slightly entertaining. Until next time, remember, your dreams can become a reality just like mine have. All you have to do is take that very first step. Bite into a tomato today. You might find you really like them. Some days my polytunnel is just the best place in the whole wide world.